Welcome, this is Leah, and we're going to take a moment to explore pose and counterpose. A really good counterpose is not just about stopping and resting, it's that too, but it's also feeling the counterbalancing qualities in the body and in the mind. So let's do that. You can begin with your big toes together. If even that feels precarious, take a little step apart. Otherwise, big toes together, toes spread, and feel the four corners of the feet rooting down into the earth. From there, let the arches of your feet rise. Feel the energy lengthening your legs, lengthening through your calves, even lifting the knees, lengthening through the thighs, and that may inspire some more dynamism through your belly. You may feel the mul band, the pelvic floor muscles engaged, the abdominals starting to engage from the rising energy of the feet. Lengthen through your waist and raise your heart. Lengthen through your neck and feel the roof of your mouth rising up, even the crown of your head rising up towards the sky. And then the back of the body flowing back down. Certainly shoulder blades releasing. Front of the body rising up, back of the body flowing down. So your posture is opened up, definitely, but also your awareness is opened up. Keeping that as best you can. Place your palms together and your fingertips together. Close your eyes. The fingertips touch equally. They press together equally. And we'll tune in from here. You can chant with me out loud if you like. You can also listen. On the inhale, release the arms, drop them and let them float up. Open your eyes and extend your fingers above you. Place your thumbs together. Stay here if you like. This very mountainous feeling. As you stand and rise, you can watch over your breath. Your thumbs are over your crown. The head is over the heart is over the hips are over the earth. This is wonderful. If you want to intensify it a little bit, we'll move into some deeper exercises. On an inhale, take your toes off of the ground. Keep your breath steady. Notice that may, again, create more strength through the core. Create more dynamism by which you want to lift up. And your breath is even. If your breath started shallow, meaning you only were inhaling for a second or two and exhaling for a second too, perhaps your breath is automatically becoming more vital, deeper. Release your toes. Shift your weight to the balls of your feet now. Shifting your weight to the balls of the feet, let the heels rise up. Maybe you just start to test your balance like I'm doing, pulsing, testing your balance, testing your body's awareness of itself. And then when you're ready, moving towards the balls of the feet, pulling into the center, rise up and lift your heels. Steady your breath, pulling in towards the core, moving in towards your midline, rise up. And releasing back down. Even if you only took that for a moment, we can notice that the body wants a response, that the body wants a counterbalance. So place your hands on your hips. And now as you exhale, start to fold from your hip crease. Such a beautiful counterbalance, right? So natural. Place your hands onto your thighs. Bend your knees if they're straight in your back. Or walk your hands down to your shins. So there's some activation here. It's not just completely a letting go pose, a resting pose, but you're taking your hips back and your heart forward. And again, bending your knees if there's any strain, extending your heart forward and your hips back. Notice that you can come right up over your feet, centered. Now as you exhale, bring your fingertips down to the ground. Take weight off of your feet and into your fingertips. Let your neck relax and your body bow forward into a nice forward bend. If you want to bend your knees here, if it releases your back or helps you to release any stiffness or apprehension or any tension in your mind, do it. It's great. You can fold really deeply into your thighs, or extending through your legs, place your palms down and spread your fingers. So now your base of support is not just the feet, it's the hands and the feet becoming more equal. Walk your hands back if you're flexible, so your hands wind up on the same line as your feet. And now your base of support is very equal through both feet and a little bit of weight on either side into your hands. So your lower back can really let go, like mine just did, and your neck as well. Your neck and your shoulders can release. Take a few more breaths here. Again, the toes are spread, the legs rise way up into the hip crease, and the body and spine flow forward. Beautiful forward bend. And then releasing that, we'll move into a counter pose. I'm just turning to the side so you can see me well. Now the base of support shifts again. You're onto your hands, you're onto your shins, and the tops of the ankles, and the tops of the feet. And as you spread your toes, you can push your toes down a little bit towards the ground. Don't jam into your elbows, but micro bend your elbows a little bit and point them towards your toes. This is a beautiful counterbalance from the forward bend. I hope that you can already feel it. Or, as you inhale, extend through the spine, arcing your belly down, your hips back, and the heart and the head up. Close your eyes if you like here, but see if you can maintain that foundational steadiness. Totally steady in your hands, totally steady in your legs as you inhale a long breath. And keeping that steadiness and firmness as you exhale, so there's space through the spine. And even for the practitioners, even in the simplicity of this pose, you can feel that your awareness here allows the mind to change a little bit, allows the experience of this arch to create calm, to create flow, to create awareness. We'll move into our final pose. Gently open your eyes if they're closed and start to push back. If you've had any strain or stress in your lower back or in your upper back, you can use a blanket here beautifully, and I'll show you. So you can place a blanket right on the tops of your thighs, but draw it all the way back to the hip crease, and it creates more space in the joints. Feels really good. If you haven't done this for a while because you're flexible and you think you don't need it, check it out. Put the blanket right there. Again, a little more space in the joints as you fold forward. Oh, that is so nice. Or if you feel you don't need the blanket, you also can take your knees wide and let your belly relax if that's helpful, or the full pose. Knees together, walk your hands forward before you fold all the way down, and push back. Take your hips way back towards your heels so that there's an extension through your lower back as you fold, and bringing your forehead to the ground if you can. Walk your hands out all the way again. Walk your fingertips out as far as they can go, and then drop the elbows down. So there's a very long expanse along your spine. It's a beautiful counterbalance to the arc that we were just doing, the arc on the hands and the knees. You can even push your hands down and push yourself back a bit towards your heels, deepening the sensation in the lower back. Please stay for a breath or two here. Your breath is longer. Your breath is more even. You may be able to hear the breath in your body with more depth or more clarity. And I hope you can also experience what happens in the mind as you stay in this pose. That as the body rests on the thighs and the lower back is extended, there's a feeling of safety and returning home. So gently bringing your hands back to your shoulders, push down into your hands and rolling all the way up through the spine. Come back to sit. Any seated posture that you like. Cross-legged, with the heels aligned to the core of the body. Any seated pose that you like. Just to close. Bring your hands back together. Bring your fingertips back together. And thank yourself. We're always learning. We hope we're always evolving. And I hope that your mind and body feel good, even after these 4 simple poses. Blessings. Shanti Om. Enjoy.